My name is Shahira Marai. I'm from Orange County, California. I'm seeking $500,000 in exchange for 5% equity in my company.
Whoa. Wow.
Sharks, aren't you tired of sending the same fruit baskets, cookies, and cupcakes to all your friends and family? The edible gifting space is impersonal and hasn't had much change since 1960 with the addition of chocolate-covered strawberries. That's why we created Dirty Cookie, a unique, delicious, and memorable gift. We've taken shot glasses and turned them into cookies. And they may look like hard cookies to you, but they're actually super soft and chewy, turned into edible shot glasses that you can fill with any beverage, from milk, coffee, sweet liqueur, or my personal favorite, chocolate ice cream. We have DIY decorating kits and gift boxes for any occasion. We even have vegan, gluten-free options for you too. All right, Sharks, who's ready to talk cookie to me and take a shot with Dirty Cookie?
What do we have here, Sharon?
Woo, we got five. What do we have here, Robert? We got 500,000 for 5%. That is a tall order there. What was that? 10 million? I think that's a really, I mean, I don't know if it's a 500,000 for 5%, depending on where the company is at this point, we're going to find that out. But I think that if you can capture that market, if you have something that's hopefully patentable, you absolutely could knock it out of the park with this. I think that there's there's a certain novelty about it, but there also, I think that there's a certain like, hey, check this out. Like we're having the holiday party or we're having a party and we got these, right? And this is different than like the plastic. It's also not one-time use plastic, though I'm sure it probably ships in something that maybe has some kind of plastic involvement. But I almost like wonder, like, should you like sell the cooking pan? Like you could bake your own dirty cookies in the Dirty Cookie baking pan. I don't know. I guess we'll find out there, but that definitely is a lot of money. So hopefully Shahira has some sales to back up the valuation and or a patent and a really strong patent at that maybe is licensable out there. We're going to check out our website at the end.
So you have our chocolate chip, red velvet, double chocolate, churro, and our vegan gluten-free double chocolate.
Ooh, tastes great.
Oh, I
Thank
love
you.
the double chocolate.
We customize them. You can see some of them have logos.
Wow.
My family moved here from Egypt when I was 5 years old. I got a job at Boeing. I was the youngest female project manager, managing $20 million worth of projects. And then 3 years later, I had my daughter. And that was also a pivotal moment in my life because I realized, okay, I have an amazing corporate job, but I don't have my dream business. I've always wanted business since I was like 10 years old.
How did you create the idea to do it?
So I was inspired a lot by Pinterest, to be honest. So I saw a lady molding cookie dough on a bowl. And I love milk and cookies. So when I saw her doing that, I called my engineer at Boeing. Me and him got together. We designed and manufactured our own molds. We actually have a patent on the mold. Dozen is $49.99. It costs us $12.92 per dozen. Our DIY kits for any occasion, for like Christmas or Hanukkah, kids or parents put them on. We send them chocolate, sprinkles, and they decorate them themselves. Started in brick and mortar for 3 years in 2015. It was a terrible location. I realized really quickly within a year I wanted to get out, but I didn't close it till 2018.
What was 2018 sales?
So 2018 was about $300,000.
Okay.
2019 was about $345, and 2020 was $1.27 million.
What?
Boom!
What?
What
Let's
happened?
go.
When COVID hit, that's where the DIY kits came to me. It was right before Easter. We sold 400 units in 48 hours, and we didn't have enough, so I just stopped because it was just me and my CEO.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I love that
So
you
what about
pivoted.
2021?
2.6 million.
What are you going to make
Wow.
off the 2.6 million?
$250,000.
Wait.
Why so low?
Our cost to make these cookies is pretty high. We don't have the right equipment, so every cookie shot is handmade.
Oh,
But there is a machine out there. I went to Italy and I tested it out, and it's amazing.
how much does it cost?
$400,000.
Oh, is that all? Get two.
I know, right? But with 10 people right now, I make 15,000 cookie shots a week. With that machine, I can do 4,000 an hour.
An hour.
An
Wow.
hour.
Yes.
And what would that take your cost down to?
It would help us to more like capacity. So last year, we had to turn off advertising 3 weeks early because we couldn't keep up with demand.
How much money did you make last year?
Profit?
Yeah.
$50,000.
Oh, right. Robert, that is really, really crazy. Like, is it cost, customer cost or acquisition cost that is running up the tab here? I feel like this should sell itself. You put it on social media, it should just like go like that, right? You're making it yourself. Your cost, is like $13 for a dozen, and you're selling it for $50. Like, I don't, unless you're selling it to retail, like you should be making, you should have some healthy profit, not produce, unless you are running up against, the advertising is really what the problem here is. But if you're having a capacity problem of too many people are ordering, then unless you're pouring too much money into the advertising in the first place, then you should be good. That's heartbreaking to hear. You pull in that much money to do a little bit of money, and you have all the risk on top of that, right? And that's why, probably why she needs the, 500,000, because she's going to need that machine if she's going to get any kind of scale for what it is. And I tend to think like Christmas time would be the, November, December would be her primary months that she's going to like knock it out of the park. So you really got to be, and being a cookie, what's the shelf life of it, right? And how long can you keep it fresh and all that? For anyone who doesn't know, so I never heard this before until I met my wife. She puts bread inside of the containers that she makes the cookies, and it keeps them soft and gooey for like way longer. And it's all a moisture thing, right? So if you keep like swapping out the bread, you can extend the life of those cookies for a while by doing that. So like little pro tip from a cookie addict here. But I wonder if, I don't know what else that would be, unless she's just paying herself and she's not, and she's talking about after that, and she's taking a healthy paycheck, which she might be if she's living, California's expensive.
Were you hoping to give us the sweet liqueur so we wouldn't catch the $10 million valuation?
Good one.
Talk to us about that.
2.6 million is what we're projected to hit this year. 3 to 5x times the revenue is the industry standard, so I picked 4. And we have a bunch of partnerships coming up next year, licensing deals. We just got into FTD, which is the flower gifting company, and we're working for next year with 1-800-Flowers.
Have you raised money?
No, I've bootstrapped this whole thing.
Do you have debt?
I have about $500,000 in debt right now.
Did you put money into it?
Yeah, so I sold my house in 2019 to fund us. After I closed the store, I pulled my 401k from Boeing. I maxed out all my credit cards like twice.
Man.
And paid them off. Don't worry, I have no credit card debt.
Your cookie got dirty, Shahira.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're committed enough.
Do you have a partner?
No, I'm 100% equity owner right now. But I would like to eventually, my CEO, she's been working as hard as me for 3 years, and I'd like to give her equity.
What do you think growth is for 2022?
I'd like to get to 6 million in 2020.
How are you going to do that?
Well, these partnerships that we're bringing,
Yeah, but you don't know the conversion on those partnerships yet. I've been down this road. This idea that you're going to 6 million, that's extremely aggressive.
I am very ambitious, yes.
Yes, you are. To be with all things fun and all things tasty.
Yes.
Right? So you kind of are capped on how much you can charge. You're kind of in that really, really stressful gerbil cage, just running, just trying to keep up.
Yeah.
Because the bigger you get, the harder you work till you get these other devices.
Yeah.
And that means you're not very capital efficient. That makes it really hard to invest in. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Oh.
Look, I give you 3 years to start making money, and if you can't, it's just a hobby. And the reason
250
is,
grand is nothing to sneeze at.
excuse me, I have an opinion. You don't have to like it. I'm just telling you what I think. The reason a model's broken is the $12 cost of goods. It has to be 4. That's the only thing you should be focusing on, and still, with your vision, your COGS aren't going to go down that much. I'm sorry, I hate your business model. I'm out.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, and still nobody's talked about the freshness. Like, how do you keep it fresh for longer? Being able to get that machine. I mean, it's tough. I hope that she's able to pull out a deal here so she can take that money and go and scale up, especially if she's planning on $6 million in 2022. Here we are at the end of 2022. Shahira, I would love to have you here on the show for an interview and catch up on how things have been going since you were on Shark Tank and since it aired. And here we are in the end of 2022. I hope you're making that happen. there's always a lot of promises and deals when you're dealing with lots of different vendors and things like that. But there's always personalities that fall in line with it. And then, whether or not that those vendor partners are going to promote it the way you want it, or promote it to a level that it needs to be promoted to get people in the door. But hopefully you did get your costs down to be able to float this a bit hard. But man, you are just that's ding 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 all in there and making it happen even with I'm assuming so that's where the money I'm assuming went, right? Paying down debt so that you're not constantly falling behind in interest and all and drowning. So that is very much ding worthy.
We all agree that you're a wonderful person, but the profit is not being brought in, and we're all struggling with your business model. It's such a dangerous opportunity for me with all those variables, so I'm out.
Look, there is no doubt about you, but there's a flaw in this business, and it scares me that somebody as smart as you, after 6 years, hasn't figured it out. There's too many unknowns. I'm out.
You're great. I love the concept of it. I love the DIY. Actually, I'll tell you what I love the most. You pivoted.
Yes.
When COVID hit
Yeah.
and your sales shut down.
Good for you.
That's a true entrepreneur.
I'll never give up because I made a promise to myself when I was younger. So my father, he also felt like I wasn't good enough. He wanted a boy really bad, and he got me as a girl. So
that
I
sucks.
always struggled with that. I wanted to prove to him that I can be successful. So that's why I'll never give up. I have to prove to him that I'll make it.
And I think a lot of women understand that because a lot of women are challenged with that. Here's my problem. You're on track to do 2.6, but you're not profitable yet. You have to buy this machinery. There's a lot of mountains to climb. I'm gonna make you an offer, but you might not like it.
Commercial break offer.
For her cookie shot.
I will give you $250,000 as a loan at 8% interest, and I'll give you the other $250,000 for equity. And because it is so risky, I'm going to ask for 25%.
25.
I know it's a lot.
That's nothing because you own 100% of the company, and now you get help.
I want to be able to give 15% to my CEO. And
Did you say 25%?
I did because I know what it's going to take.
Would you do it at 15% on the equity part and then 10% on the loan?
You'll pay more interest on the loan.
Yeah.
Not 8. You'll pay 10.
Yeah.
How long
Yeah.
is the term of the note?
3 years.
I have another cut at it, if you don't mind, Lori. First of all, I relate to everything. Like, my entire life, people told me I'm not good enough, I'm not going to amount to anything. And it took years to let that go until I realized it's not them, it's me. You're the one that thinks that. You got to let that father.
I did. I've been doing a lot of healing.
You started a business. You're a successful mom.
I've been doing a lot of healing the last few years, and I have let that go. But that's why I know I will not give up.
I'll give you the $500,000 for 30%, but let me finish. But if you hit your projection next year, I'll go down to 15%.
Whoa.
Next year, not this year.
You told me you're going to do $6 million next year.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
No, but she did.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Am I
She
right or
did.
wrong on that?
You're right.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to put my money where your mouth is, because at that point, the valuation makes sense.
I will match that. If you hit it, I would go to 15% too.
Always copying my offer.
So $250,000 loan at 8%, 3 year, then $250,000 for 25%.
Which goes down to 15.
If you hit your projection, I'll go down to 15. I'll be real happy.
You don't
But-
need a loan. You need a
but-
partner. Shahira, this is a bet on you.
Robert, is there any way you'd go down to 20%?
I'll give you the $500,000. I'll start at 25%. I'll take your projection for next year. We'll discount some of it, which we always do in forecasts. If you're telling me 6 million, maybe we shave it down. 6 million minus 15%, so roughly 5 million. And if you hit it, my money goes in your confidence, I'll go down to the 15%.
This doesn't happen like ever in the tank. That is awesome to see. The flexibility, the maneuvering, that both of them are competing against each other. It's good to see, Robert taking on an opportunity for a deal. I kind of think he's going to end up losing out to Lori, even though Lori's. I think he's going to end up losing out to Lori. I'll be real surprised if Robert closes this deal, even though he's right. You didn't come here for a loan. You came here for a partner. I'm going to be that partner. I'm not trying to do that to you. And Lori is just trying to finagle to get a return. I guess, I guess the question is the patent really protectable? It's a cookie. It's a mold. There's a process, I'm sure. I would imagine that adds to it. But I mean, if you've been able to put together do it yourself kits, that kind of answers my question from earlier about like how do you get the molds to sell in the store and like get people to make this themselves at their own house. I think it's really, really nice of Robert. I think she's gonna go with Lori. I think she will probably feel that Lori could do more for her in that space.
You got to make a decision.
I know. I'll take it.
Done!
Wow!
Congratulations.
Let's go!
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Let's go, Robert. Way to believe.
So it is a risky deal for us, but I do thrive under pressure, so I will figure this out. I'm just really grateful for all of them because they believed in me, which I don't get a lot of that from the closest people to me. So seeing it from the Sharks, all of them, that is priceless.
You are not alone in that, Shahira. Most people don't want to believe in what we do, because it's not what's inside their realm, right? Of understanding, and they don't have the vision that we have. But what we do have is your website to go and check out. So let's see. So December 17th to the 20th, 25% off holiday cookie shot do-it-yourself decorating kits. By the way, I love being wrong. I'm glad that she took Robert up on the deal. And I'm glad that Robert had enough foresight to finagle a deal that made sense that Lori wanted to copy. How about that? So that's what I say. One thing I don't see here is people. You got to get all the way down here to the bottom. Oh, is that Infinity? Cool. Lots of logos here. Marriott, Lakers, Angels, AT&T, Intel. That's pretty neat. The shop for corporate gifts. So definitely getting some stuff out there. 1,000 reviews, hitting the 5-star button there. Very, very cool to see. Yeah, one thing I'd like to see more though is I love people. I love seeing people identify with faces, people enjoying it together, and really tells the story of why. Because I'm not gonna buy this just to drink it myself, right? But I could totally see even with the kids enjoying chocolate milk in a cookie. How great is that? Though I'm sure Dom, my son, would have it all over the place. Those are own half dozen stuffed cookie assortments, so that's something that's different and probably adds to the value of the value of the checkout the checkout total per customer. So so you got birthday gifts, pretty awesome. So $50 is getting you how many? See, it's a different different quantities in each of the pictures. So you're getting 2 chocolate chip cookie, 2 double chocolate, 1 churro. Ooh, I love churros. 1 red velvet. So 6 edible. So the problem there is it's you see this picture, you're seeing 3 first, and then you see this, and it doesn't say 6 up here, so you have to kind of read into it to see. But hey, 95% 5-star rating. Love it. Let's go check out Facebook. We got 4.1 stars with 81 reviews, with almost 20,000, well, to over 20,000 people following and almost 19 or over 19,000 people liking it. The page. But not much engagement going on the Facebook side. Again, I think it's really important to see faces. Oh, there's a face right there, and we got three likes there. Here you got the cookies. You get six engagement there. So I just think it's really important to get faces, right? So like here you go. Here's an example of that. And I know it's been a while since I've brought this up. I know people that have been watching the channel for a while have seen this, but it's like, look, you show this, you get 3, you get 6, you get 35 and 2 comments, you get 23 over here with the faces, 35 for a stack of cookies, because I mean that's pretty cool. And you get 83, you got face, right? So you get your more faces you get in there, I think the more you're going to get. I mean, I say that, and then look, you see this one, it's got 148 likes. So this is a video, so it's a little bit different. I wonder, is this a video? No, this is just cookies. But you show faces. Oh, this is a video too, only with 23 likes. So I don't know. I really like to see faces. I think it helps tell the story of bringing people together and enjoying the product and showing, like, telling the story of how to go about enjoying the product. And over on Pinterest, it's got 4,900 followers. That might be a record here for this channel of how many followers are over on Pinterest. I mean, she said she figured this out through a Pinterest post, so it makes sense that she has invested a lot of time over there on Pinterest. And then 33,000 followers over on the TikTok, 1.2 million likes. Awesome to see. When's the last time? 17 hours ago. Have you tried milk and Pepsi before? Milk and Pepsi? I don't know. Well, okay, well, there you go. Maybe it is. Anyway, Shahira, I would love to have you come on the show for an interview and talk about your Shark Tank experience. Just drop a comment down below, like Danny Lavy here, who says, love the content, brother. Stay blessed. I like the stash. Oh, it's gone. It's no longer Movember, so my wife's pretty happy about that. I was getting a little tired of it as well. It'll probably be back in some form or another come next November. It's just around the corner. Anyway, I'll see you in one of these 2 videos here. Take care and go be super.